Thank you so much, Cynthia. Thank you so much for coming today, my good friends. So we kind of found a good eye. Sorry it took a bit long, but we wanted to find one with all the muscles. So, we look at like the short side. That's what you start off with. And so this short side here looks like it's only got that, right? So we immediately know that this is the medial side, right? The medial side will only have one at the compass point. In this one, you can see how it's got the rectus on the compass point, and then part of the oblique got nicked, but you see this part here? Do you see, my good friend? It's on. Yeah, it's on. You see, this is the rectus, and this is the inferior oblique. You see, it's pointing to this side, which unfortunately they also kind of ripped most of it but you do have little remnants of the inferior rectus here. Do you see what I'm saying, my good friends? Okay, so this would be the lateral rectus, and then this itty bitty part that's going down here would be the inferior oblique. You see, because this side, this short side, definitely there's just one muscle there, so it's got to be the medial side. You see what I'm saying? It's clearly got one muscle, and this one is the very busy one, so this will be the lateral one, and it does have a lateral rectus here, and it does have the inferior oblique here. Okay, the ones that I've taken pictures that we're going to use in the exam are excellent, okay, and you will see all of them. Okay, it's just that today we didn't get so lucky. That's only reason why, but they're there, and then we will go through the exam pictures, so don't worry about it. You see what I'm saying? With all the deals, so it's like no surprise. You see what I'm saying? And then so now this is the lateral rectus, and we said, because this inferior oblique is pointing towards this is the inferior rectus, and then we want to confirm that indeed this is the superior side, correct? Ooh, looky here. We've got one at the compass point and one at an angle. That means definitely this is the superior side. This long side is the superior side. So you get the superior rectus and the superior oblique. And then, because this is ruminant, you got it right at the back, you see that retractor bulbi, and then you could see right here. This is optic cranial nerve number 2, right here. Do you see this? And there's the retractor bulbi, and then you are done. So we have identified all the 7 extrinsic eye muscles. The human obviously doesn't have the retractor bulbi. Okay, my good friends. So I'm going to remove some of this fat a little bit. Remember, this is the fat that protects it from... Oh my God, I almost tore it. Because I don't want to rip off my muscles, because it took me a long time to find just this eye, you see. So that's why, I don't use a cutting instrument. I try to use my fingers, because... my fingers don't cut, you see, but instruments cut. And then I don't want to inadvertently. But if I find something that's hard, like this one here, like this little connective tissue, then I get my little scissors, and then that's when I get to cutting. But not before. You see what I'm saying? So some of these will be blood vessels, little stuffs in there. So it's gonna do that. Okay, very good. Just to clean it up a little bit, so you can see more of the retractor bulbi, like that. And then we get to cut. Do you see how we don't make any incision before we have identified all our extrinsic eye muscles and the external stuff? Obviously, this is the cornea. Okay, very good. And obviously, this is the sclera on the back. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. Scooting all the... so it's out of the movie. So we're scooting all these rectuses and obliques to the front, and we're looking for so I'm making a plan for my second incision, correct? So I'll be making my incision around here, but so now at least I've got that set up. So again, let's do our little identifications here. Okay, so this is the short side, one muscle. So this is the medial rectus. Yes, thank you so much, my good lady. And if this is the medial rectus, then by default the other short side has to be the lateral rectus. You see what I'm saying? So, and then you will see 2 muscles on that lateral rectus. One, this on the compass point, which is the lateral rectus, and then one that is going down. My eye is slimy. which is the inferior oblique, and it's pointing towards one of the long sides. Okay, and that long side being would be the inferior rectus, the inferior side, which you will have the inferior rectus, and you will know because you only have one on the compass point. It got a little bit pulverized and stuff, but it's nevertheless still there. There's still something. So this is the inferior rectus for sure. So this is the inferior side. So if this is the inferior side, by default, the other long side has to be the superior side because it's only 50-50. Okay. So and then you will indeed prove that this is the superior side because you will have two muscles again, one on the compass point, which is the superior rectus. Remember, compass point are rectuses, and the oblique ones are oblique. They're at an angle. So this is superior oblique. You see what I'm saying? We're not done because this is a sheep eye. We get this one, retractable. 7 of them. Most of these are coming in here. You understand? Okay, very good. So now that we're done with that, we make our first incision. This is so slimy. It's really doing it for me. So we've identified the extrinsic eye muscles, and we've identified at least the fibrous tunic, the cornea, and the sclera in the back there. So we're going to make an incision like this from one short side to one short side. I mean, this is so slimy. It's going to really... So you take the scalpel, and then you, we're on the camera, so you make central incision, as central as you can. Oh, this is a sharp one. Oh, I cut it like this. I just went like this. Most of these so blunt, the scalpels, that you will be putting all sorts of effort just to cut it. Okay, my good friend, did you see what I did? I just made one small little incision there, and I'm kind of using my sharp end here because there's not a lot of space in there. But this thing is thick and it's hard. You understand? Yeah, it's really, you think the eye is a delicate organ, but really that thing is so tough. It's amazing how tough it is. The cornea. You see what I'm saying? what is that? It's my favorite. Because they got protein in there, so I like to pick as much protein as I can. So I eat, like with my salad I'm going to be eating right now, 2 boiled eggs. Okay? I'm just letting you know. It's not going to be in the exam though. Okay? So now I'm going to one side. I chose this side, okay? You see, my good friends, you're working up a little bit. Because at first you were like, oh, I think they should have it at 10. No, at 9 o'clock is okay. Because it's 2 hours, you see what I'm saying? I want to be out here before lunch. Oh, it's oozing. Do you see what I'm doing, my good friends? I'm making the decision. Oh my God. And then we take this. We open it like a page. It didn't go into my mouth though. And I have to be talking while I'm doing this. That's the bad thing. Isn't that good? So we cut on the cornea. Looky here. Did you see, my good friends? So there is it's a brown-eyed sheep. You see, so it's got brown eyes. This is an iris, and there's a pupil right there. Do you see? And behind it is the lens. Isn't that coolio? Like, this is so slimy. You see, there's the lens right there. Okay, so I'm gonna stop the video now. So we've done the cornea, so it's not too long. Yeah, my good friend, my good lady. Yeah, that one.